And then the thing I figured out, I didn't watch all of them, but the ones I watched, there's incredible enthusiasm.
Oh my word. Yeah.
That's the whole.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody. I'm like, they could be opening envelopes.
Well, I'd have been against it, but they're back. Mark and Mike. It doesn't take a genius.
So you've been talking about this Dude Perfect forever, right? So I finally went and looked at it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, Dude Perfect. First of all, I hate the name. There's some words, dude. Yeah, dude. It's good for in the Big Lebowski. I loved it there, the dude. But yeah, just for some reason that's one of those words that irritates me. And then you get to watching it, and then the thing I figured out, I didn't watch all of them, but the ones I watched, there's incredible enthusiasm.
Oh my word. Yeah.
That's the whole.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, everybody. I'm like, they could be opening envelopes, right? And as long as they're doing it enthusiastically, you're like, this is a fascinating envelope opening.
And the rock music swells at just the right time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you watch the trick shots, but I think the real magic for them is that they have expanded into, like a talk show format. I think I mentioned to you.
Okay, so I watched some trick shots. I watched them do like some soapbox derby cars.
Yeah.
They had to build their own little cars and race them over an obstacle course. And like one guy would crash, it was competition, but one guy would crash, but the other guys ran over, picked his cart back up and pushed him, to get him back going again. And I'm like, well, that was so positive. So yeah, it's instead of like, yeah, loser. It was we got to get him back in the course, right? They picked him up, sent him on his way. It was a timed event, and you're like, well, that was very cool. Yeah,
that's funny. Well, the when they let their personalities come out in the talk show, I think that's when they're at their best. They do segments on this talk show. I say talk show, but it's like 5 guys sitting at a table introducing each segment. And sometimes the segments are done at the table, but like they do Get Crafty. They all have the same assignment, and they're sent out to their facility, and each of them are supposed to build a Christmas present, or I can't remember some of the others they've done. Do a painting using a pendulum. Like they build these big elaborate contraptions, and so you see them like get frustrated, or how they tease each other, or how goofy they get. And I know that it's solid because even my wife Clarissa will cackle. Like when she gets sucked into one of the episodes because the kids are in the room, she will cackle watching them interact with each other. It's the chemistry that really makes it. So that's my opinion. But they have tons of celebrity guests, cameos, and about usually sports figures that I have no idea who they are, but it's always very well done. Well, their editors they better pay their editors well, because you can tell the editing of this thing is just top notch.
Yeah, it just keeps moving. It just
yes
moves. It's always positive. There's always energy. Yes. There's always excitement. There's enthusiasm, and it just like keeps going. Yeah. And you just watch it.
Yeah.
It
just
is
take
wild.
It in, right?
But yeah, I don't know that they have any like superpowers. There's no extraordinary skill.
Well, they do have a lot of Guinness World Records based on their trick shots. So like they are athletic. I mean, they're definitely they have some skills, and they'll bring people in that are like they championship Olympic archers, and I don't know, a champion billiards player. That one was kind of wild to watch, like some French guy who's a champion billiards player, and they'll do tricks with them. So that they've got some chops, and that's how the whole thing started, was doing all these crazy trick shots off of roof of a house that one of the guys lived in at the time, and it launched a viral, YouTube sensation. But I'll tell you more come this summer, because we got our kids for Christmas tickets to the Dude Perfect 2023 arena show, Pandemonium.
What? What could they do in an arena? What are they gonna do?
They're you can go look at clips. I mean, they've been doing tours for years now, years of tours, and they're going to do like contests and so on inside the arena. Everybody watching them.
But I'm sure it'll be uplifting and it'll be good family fun.
Yeah, it's
they're
positive.
They're positive. They're family friendly.
Yeah,
they got all that stuff going on. So yeah, same thing with, like, I remember there was a show that when they brought Top Gear to America, and there was these three guys, and they'd go buy old cars and try to race them or build stuff out of them.
right.
But the live show was them, live studio audience, and then they would just introduce the next clip. like where, so the audience was there. They didn't do any of the stuff with the audience, but they'd say, let's go to this clip of us racing these cars or building these things and crashing them together or whatever.
Now, so and I never watched the American version, but they don't, like, the British Top Gear would literally bring in people to interview there in the live studio audience. They don't even do that.
Well, they would bring in like a famous actor or actress or whatever, and then they had this car in this road course that they had, and they'd interview them and say, all right, so we're gonna see what time you got, and then they'd cut to the video of this person out on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Racing around.
That's similar to the British one then.
Put their time on the wall and, and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to this. I'm an audience member watching videos.
Right.
Well, this seems
not impressed.
Yeah, this seems strange. Yeah, I could have watched the videos in my house, my pajamas with the feet. It would have.
But then you wouldn't be on Top Gear.
Yeah. But I'd have my hoodie on backwards, and I'd have the hood filled with popcorn. It'd just be like, oh, I like that video.
One of my favorite parts about the British Top Gear, and I never got to see the episode, but I think he held the record for a long time. You'd have all the celebrity times, and J-Cat, the guy that was the lead singer and main force behind Jamiroquai. Remember that 90s band from my college days? He destroyed it. He was all over it. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you.
Just stop. Stop. I just heard it and I can't pronounce it back to you. Jamiroquai.
You remember that, don't you? Virtual Insanity.
Oh, I wore out their cassette.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, there was no doubt. Yeah, I had that in 8-track. Yeah, what's wrong with you? Nobody knows that.
Nobody knows that.
Nobody. You're the only one. Yeah, nobody. All right, so this is, we'll make this a cliffhanger episode.
Sure.
Dude Perfect. And when's your tickets? When you see them?
July. I don't know, Mike. It's on the calendar. That way I don't have to think about it. I think it's July.
So, all right. So just so the audience knows, in July, follow up with some photographs from the arena with Dude Perfect.
July. It's July 6th or 7th in Columbus, Ohio.
Ah, that's where all the big shows are.
That's right.
Columbus, Ohio.
Well, Dude Perfect, they go to their people. They go to the masses. And I appreciate that about them.
Oh yeah, no, they are definitely salt of the earth kind of guys.
I get that impression, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that one of the Porsche dealerships that you and I have interacted with over the years is pretty close to their facility in Texas. I think it's in Plano, and that will not be for long, because apparently they have committed to building. it's like a $10 million theme park, and are currently like shopping for the location, what city that thing is going to be in. So who knows? Maybe they'll move to Kentucky. Who knows?
No, that'd be fantastic. So yeah, I think they're I think they're the embodiment of the Winston Churchill quote. You can have you can have tremendous success if you just move from one disappointment to the next with no loss of enthusiasm.
They definitely have that going for them.
Yeah. We just miss shot after shot after shot. Stay excited about it. Boom, it happens. Even more excited. Multi-million-dollar franchise. Unbelievable. All right, so I'll be excited to hear your report from Dude Perfect.
I will 100% do a podcast episode about my recap.
All right, stay tuned. Both
That's
of
right.
you.
And that's a wrap. It doesn't take a genius. The blog dedicated to reducing the irreducible. Next time, prime numbers. What makes them so special? Join us then, and thanks for listening.
Mike, before we go, we've had some feedback. We've had some I'm not going to call it negative. I'm just going to call it questioning feedback. A little bit of concern that we were changing things around a little too much, and people were missing an introduction. So without further ado, is there anything you want to say?
Ramsey!
Even a dramatic pause. That was very nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.